Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Eddy Live. I am here with my good friend, Enrico. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing great. Thank you for inviting me.
I'm happy. We're doing it especially on a Monday because Monday is when the restaurant guys have more time to do stuff. Yeah. It's our Friday night.
Yeah.
So we have the wine here, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna open.
Well, Enrico brought a nice bottle of wine here, and I'll let him.
We were just talking about it because I've watched the shows before, and then that's the first time we're gonna have it with wine.
That's right. This is the first time, so we're making some history here. Yeah. We actually, the reason is I was just saying is that I actually don't know very much about wine, and so we're gonna get a little education on wine today from the pro over here. Yeah.
Well, the truth is that like with spicy food, there are some wines that they're like very well paired with it. So
okay, great.
They say like we have aromatic wines like white. You can have Gewürztraminer or Riesling.
Okay.
So on the nose, they would almost feel like a sweet wine.
Okay.
Because the grapes are aromatic.
Okay. Look at this.
And then you have also Sauvignon Blanc. So those are like the type of wine that they recommend a lot.
Beautiful.
But I got like a sparkling rosé.
Sparkling rosé.
And then I thought it would be quite interesting as well.
Hey,
cheers.
Hey, cheers, man. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. And congratulations on everything. Yeah.
Thank you.
So for those of you that don't know, Enrico just opened his third restaurant in Tianmu, which was actually used to be Eddy's one. And when we were thinking about what we were going to do and we were going to focus on one shop, we wanted to find the right person to take over. And me and Enrico were chatting about it for a while. And then I found the right guy. This is the right guy. So if you guys haven't tried this guy's place, you got to check it out.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, it lined up pretty well.
Yeah, it did, right? Okay.
I think it was October, and then I said, hey, maybe we're looking for something.
That's
I don't know if you know, just give us a heads up.
Sure, yeah, exactly.
And then everything went through in December. Yeah.
No, it was good. Actually, it was fast. It was really fast.
Yeah. We were fast. The government was
the
a little slower.
The government's a little bit slow. We're just. Who's really fast? Your construction guys, man.
Oh my God!
Holy cow, those guys were fast.
I couldn't believe this time. It was like 2 weeks, 14 days, 13 days of work. They took 1 day off, and the whole place was changed.
It's crazy because usually when you get construction done or any kind of renovation, they say, "Oh yeah, we have it done in 3 weeks," which means 6 weeks usually. But so when you told me, "Oh, it's gonna take 2 weeks," whatever, I was like, "Okay, well, so that's probably like a month." Yeah. And then, bam, done.
Yeah.
And
they
say, walk by every day
you're gonna move in by Christmas, and then you don't get in until Easter next year.
Exactly,
right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Actually, if anyone have to do anything like house construction or wood work, give me a shout. This guy is a great friend, and
Enrico's got
really,
the guy.
really good.
Enrico's got the. Actually, I need to do a little bit of work. I have also a friend that does that stuff, but definitely will check it out for sure.
I recommend him every time.
This guy was fast. It's really crazy.
And they're clean and nice, and like he says, I'll be there at 9 o'clock to look at the place. He never late. Like
it was crazy because
it's really hard to find people like that.
It really is. It's crazy because every time I went in to grab more stuff, he's like, when are you getting your shit out of here? I'm almost done. It's like, okay, kitchen stuff's coming, so
you
did you get your stuff out? I'm like, okay, I'm coming. So it was good. It was good, man. Yeah, great guy, yeah. So for people that don't know you, before we start, maybe you can introduce yourself, yeah?
All right, well, so my name is Enrico. I've been in Taiwan for 4 years and a half. I am from Italy, but my family is mixed. My mom is from Brazil, my father is from Italy, so...
Oh, shit, I didn't know that. Okay.
I actually grew up in Brazil until I was 7.
Oh, really?
And then I went to Italy, stayed there until 15. And then luckily I went to Minnesota.
Okay.
So when I listen to me talking, I don't talk like 100% Italian. Like, oh, what you doing? I actually learn English.
Everybody loves that about Italians. Though. Like,
I do. Sometimes you have to fake it. Cause, I'm also married 5 years with a American woman, so
yes.
if I didn't speak, at least at this level, I think she would be disappointed. Yeah.
That's excellent, man. So 4 years here.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing, man.
Now,
that's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah.
I met Lindsay in. Family have a restaurant, like like Divino.
Okay.
The first Divino actually, and kitchen. It's open, and I would work in the kitchen and then work in the front of the house. And then she stopped by on a Sunday night.
At your restaurant in Italy. Wow, that's a great story. Okay.
Actually, I was outside when she stopped, and she was looking at the menu. And then she asked, well, what about this? She wanted a lamb dish. And I say, well, one lamb dish I don't recommend. The other one's really good. And she thought it was funny that I was honest to say that.
That's funny. Okay.
And then during service, she's celiac, so she cannot eat pasta. And then the waiter, he was like, I don't understand. This woman come to Italian restaurant to eat pasta. And then he was like, well, you go and talk to her. So I went, and then she was reading a book. And then this was in 2015. So a person that comes to a restaurant by herself and reads a book and drink a bottle of wine. I was like, oh, that's my type of girl.
That's
you know,
your girl,
like today everybody's on their phone and like checking Facebook for an
Yeah,
hour. I was like, whoa, this girl's reading, drinking wine, and she's pretty beautiful.
Sold.
So I was very interested.
Yeah, he was interested.
So we started talking, and I had read the same book. So it was very easy to connect, and then we started talking during dinner and blah blah. She ate the lamb, and then when she left, I told her, well, you know, Rome can be a little dangerous. There's a lot of pickpockets. I think a lot of Taiwanese have stories about that. I'm very sorry. They come to my restaurant and say, yeah, we loved it, but then this happened.
Hey, try having a Mexican one, man. Jeez. Everybody's like, oh, my cousin went there, he got mugged. I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't. It wasn't me, you know.
It's tough.
Yeah.
So I told her, well, this is my phone number. If something happened, give me a call. And she was like, okay. So she went back to the hotel.
Okay.
And then she texted me. It's like, hey, I got to the hotel, blah blah. And it's like, well, Sunday. So Monday was my day off.
Okay,
of course.
Perfect restaurant.
And I say, well, if you want, I can show you some places that are not like touristic.
Okay.
And it's like, oh, great. So we met up, and then the rest
amazing.
Is story.
Oh, I love that.
5 years.
That's a great. I didn't know that story. That's a great story, man. I love
that's
that.
how we met.
Well,
so she
do you remember
got
the book?
job at.
Do you remember the book? What was the book?
It was Game of Thrones.
Very
easy.
Okay,
we
great.
did both get disappointed in the end.
Okay,
but it's the book that put us together.
Okay. Hey,
it's a
can't
special
complain
one.
too much.
Yeah. Well, I heard that they are changing the ending on the book.
Are they really? Okay.
Yeah, the guy's about to die and everything, but. Yeah, the series. Did you watch it or no?
I actually didn't watch that. Yeah, man.
Don't
I know.
Do it. Then.
I heard. No, I heard. The reason is because obviously we're busy all the time, right? And so when it's my free time, I end up doing like stuff with my daughter, right?
Yeah.
So I like all the kids' movies, like there's a new Sonic movie.
Oh, you don't want to bring your daughter to Game of Thrones.
Yeah. So I know that if I start to watch it, I'll just be like, don't open the restaurant for lunch today. You know, it's okay. Hey, I'm not going in today because I actually really like to watch these kind of movies and these series. You know, so I will pick like maybe when I have a holiday or something on a plane or whatever, then I'll watch it. But right now I have like no free time. So
for us it was a lot of time invested, and then
in
the end we're like.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard that about
everybody.
everybody. You know, everybody said the same thing. Yeah. So let's get the first wing on. The first one is nice and easy.
I like nice and easy.
It's like a Frank's buffalo wing, right?
Okay.
It's very simple. So what we do is we start from this side. You can take the drum or the wing, whatever you want, man.
All right.
Hey, cheers, man. Salud.
Cheers.
Salud. Just a basic, yeah.
This one I can handle.
Yeah, this one we can handle, yeah.
Before we started, I asked, did anybody cry on this thing?
Yeah.
I said, not yet. I'm
not
like,
yet.
Might be the first one.
We're making history, right? We got the wine. We're going to have Enrico crying, right? Actually, nobody actually in Taiwan knows, but actually my middle name is Enrique as well. Yeah. So it's a
When
good name,
the
man.
Pampers.
It's a good name, man.
Is.
It's a good name, yeah. Especially because Enrique Iglesias made it famous, right? So that was one of the lines I would use when I was a single guy. You know, hey, I'm Enrique. You know, and they're just like, wow. I'm like, yeah.
I did use that too. I did.
Yeah,
that.
of course, yeah. It sounds a little smoother than Eddy, right? Yeah. So what?
That was good.
So you said that your family has a restaurant.
Yeah.
Still have now?
Still have a restaurant. So
okay, that's amazing. Okay.
So my idea on that restaurant was always to work, and then I spent some time and I was taking care of the kitchen.
Okay.
But I had a limit because it's my family, but it's my uncle. Okay. And then my cousins, they work there too.
Okay.
So
that's
it
amazing.
always would be their restaurants. I could never take over. It wasn't from my father.
What's the name of the restaurant?
Ristorante al 34, so it's 34 in Rome.
34, yeah.
So it's very close to the Spanish Steps.
Amazing.
Yeah. They've been there like for 40 years now.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow. So you learned your cooking skills from this restaurant? Some or no?
No. What happened is I did the culinary school.
Thank you very much. Oh, okay. Real chef. Nice. Okay.
And then when you do the culinary school,
in
and
Italy?
I think that's that is it's almost like a big problem in the industry.
Okay.
They focus on the very high-end food. Okay. So Michelin stars and nice hotels. So once you go there, you don't want to work in a. It's simple. It's traditional food. It's grandmother cuisine.
Yeah.
You kind of feel like, oh no, I'm doing this level.
I actually have this experience.
Sauce. Yeah.
I have this experience because, obviously we're doing Mexican food, Mexican restaurant, but when I'm hiring chefs, it doesn't have the same prestige, right? As like Mexican food doesn't have maybe the same prestige worldwide as like Italian or French or maybe Spanish, right?
Yeah.
So I definitely understand. Yeah.
And then even like for us, like Divino now, a lot of chefs, they come and they're like, oh, that's not what I want.
Yeah.
Because they want like these little plates and the tweezers and putting the micro herb on top of the things.
Yeah.
That's what I was doing.
Okay.
I finished the school while years, and then I worked in different.
Sound okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I worked 5 years on like Michelin star restaurants.
Really? Oh wow. Okay.
Like big names, and I was following these guys that I thought like, whoa, this is the chef I want to be. So
in Italy? Yeah.
No.
Or
so
where?
then
all over?
I started in Italy in a 1 Michelin star.
Okay. Wow.
And then I went to a 2 Michelin star in England, and then I did Ireland and then France.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
Okay. So in each country, you're learning that country's food, or different.
To be honest, all the Michelin star work, they're very French
really?
based.
Okay.
And then I feel the same here in Taiwan when I go out for other restaurants that are doing that level. It's always a French technique cuisine.
Okay.
And then the difference is they will use ingredients from the homeland. Okay. So even if we talk here, definitely French cuisine, but they use the Taiwanese ingredients. But when you see the shapes of the food and then the reductions they use, it's all based on the French cuisine.
Okay. Wow.
So that's what I did, and then I got quite then the word when you feel very sad and stuff
like depressed a little bit, like
very
depressed. Okay, about really okay.
Yeah,
okay.
It's weird because like everybody that knows me now, they see Enrico.
Yeah, of course, a super happy guy. Yeah, he's Italian.
Energy,
Italian, always happy. Always happy. Yeah.
But then it was very hard because in these kitchens you end up working like 16 hours a day, and you have one day off, and it's really tough. And so you work and you go home, you work and go home.
But it has the prestige, so they say, hey, you don't like it, you leave, someone else will do it.
Oh yeah. No, the restaurants I worked, they would receive more than 30 curriculum for people. People would work the same way I would for free. Yeah. Because they like these kids, they just came out of university, and then that is like a 2 Michelin star, 3 Michelin star. They're like, I work for free, I have no problem.
Okay.
And then, it was really tough. So if you're not 100% every day and really cooking well, they'll be like, okay, we have another in the line, so you can leave. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
And then it's a little bit of a sick environment.
That's tough. Well, restaurant is a tough industry to start with, but that's crazy. I heard a little bit about that, but I never really experienced that myself. That's kind of crazy. Yeah.
So then that's what like the full circle is. After 5 years, I was cooked.
Burnt out. Yeah.
Oh, completely. I couldn't do it anymore. And then I decided to not work anymore in the restaurant industry.
Okay.
And then my family needed somebody.
Okay.
So they're like, well, can you just cover for a while and everything? And then I met Lindsay. And then that was in the same time that they were doing the Chef's Table.
Okay.
On Netflix. Okay. And then the first episode of the first season, it was Massimo Bottura.
Okay.
3 Michelin star in Italy.
Yes.
Best restaurant in the world, 2017.
Okay.
And then when I watched that, like I still get goosebumps.
Yeah, of course.
I was just like, no, I was born to do this. Like I can do other stuff, but I love the restaurant industry. And then we were apart, me and Lindsay at that point.
Yeah.
And then I was like, no, I'm gonna try again.
Yeah.
So
sure.
She came to Taiwan, and I went to Ireland, to the same restaurant I worked before.
Okay.
They wanted me back, and then so I went there, and then I did another 6 months, and then Lindsay and me, things got like stronger.
Sure.
And then I was like, no, I'm gonna move to Taiwan, and then that's what got me here.
And then right from year one, you open a restaurant here.
Well, so what happened, I came here there's a restaurant called La Piola. They still open.
I actually heard that's a very, very good place, but I never tried.
So now it's my friend Chris is taking care of the restaurant.
Okay.
But so 4 years ago, I took over that restaurant.
Oh, really? Okay.
Like as a chef, not as owner.
Yeah.
And then I did that for a year.
Okay.
And then after a year, I decided to open Divino.
Okay, beautiful. It's a great story. This is it, right? I mean, sometimes when people come and they're like, "What are we going to talk about?" Did you talk about? This is beautiful. It's a beautiful story, man. I love it. I actually didn't know all that stuff, so it's amazing. Let's go on the next one. The next one is chipotle.
Okay.
Chipotle, like a smoked jalapeno. It's a little bit. Right. It's still sweet. It's I mean, my daughter eats it, so it's no problem. It should be okay.
Now,
so
you're setting me up to failure. It's like, my little daughter, she eats that, and I cry.
Enjoy, brother. Yes.
We'll see. Cheers.
Cheers. Yes. Okay.
Oh, it does get a kick on the end, though.
A little bit, right? Yeah. So when you took that year off, what were you doing? I'm curious now. Because you're like the born and bred chef.
Oh, no. Actually, it wasn't like...
It wasn't
I
a year.
decided, no.
Okay,
it was like a month, and then I was going crazy.
Okay, yeah. You're like, I gotta cook.
Yeah. No, I did other jobs.
Okay.
Like selling stuff, very simple jobs.
Yeah.
And then I was like, no,
you miss this.
I cannot do it.
Yeah. I think the restaurant business is it's a tough business, but it's rewarding. Like this show we were talking about. This show is because with a restaurant you get to meet amazing people. Yeah. Like yourself. Like we get. We have a lot of similar customers. You get CEOs and you get like professional fighters, and you just crazy people, entrepreneurs from all walks of life. And students and moms, and just there's so many people that you meet. That's I love it. I think that's the best part of the job for me. I love it.
Yeah. What I really like. Yeah. So if I think nowadays with like globalization and everything that is evolving, right? So you see like, I don't know, iPhones They have everything made in China, and then we also have parts made in Taiwan, and who knows where other countries are involved.
Yeah.
And then they make all the assemblage in California. At least they say that. I'm not very sure if they do it, but
yeah, who knows, right?
I think the beauty of a restaurant is that we're getting raw ingredients, and then we are transforming everything, and we serve to the clients, and we are looking in their eyes while they're eating it. So Steve Jobs never looked in my eyes when I was playing on my iPhone,
that.
you know, like
I love that. Yeah.
So he did a lot of things, and there was like of course a revolution on the technology, right?
Yeah.
But he could not feel the whole process, and then the fact that we are still doing that.
Yeah.
And some restaurants don't, right? Like they get something from a pre-made kitchen, and then they reheat.
You'll be amazed how many. Do that, man. It's mind blowing.
That
really.
is true.
It's amazing, actually. Yeah.
So even a lot of people, they ask me, "Oh, you have 3 restaurants now. Do you want to have a kitchen?" And I'm like a central kitchen, and just send it to people. And I'm like, no. Like if I cannot trust the chefs that will work under me, then I should not open another restaurant. If I'm gonna make somebody just have to follow the recipe, like you create recipes, but the final touch, the guy needs to taste it and he needs to send, and then you either trust that people or not. You either look what they're doing, and then you train them, and you go there and you eat your own food, and if the food is good or not, you have to talk, you have to adjust.
It's nice when you order the food and it comes out, and then the kitchen's kind of like, shit. And then you're like, hey, you know what? Who made this? And you're like, and they're just like, it's perfect, man.
Yeah, they're
exactly
proud.
Right. You know, it's exactly right, and they're just like, okay.
So for me, having a business that is still like, I feel it's like a artisan business for us, right? Like
I agree.
We are still making every single step, and we're watching everything. This is very like it gives me so much joy. Like I am tired of all the other problems we have, like staff.
Of course.
Like things are evolving in a way that like maybe restaurant owners are not happy. Like this whole internet thing is really good, but also like some clients, they say something that we could fix it so easily. Hey, you didn't like that? Just tell us. We do it again. Nobody's perfect, you know. We make mistakes. My friends make mistakes. You guys make mistakes.
Everybody makes mistakes, and then the worst thing is if you make a mistake and no one says, and then you boom, your Google pops up. You got a 1-star review. You're like, what?
Why?
What? Just let me know, man. Come on,
And then I think for a lot of people, they say, we just brush it off because we have a lot of good reviews and everything.
Sure,
but
of course.
When you're like us, you're the owner, and then you're working every day, and you're doing the best you can. This stuff really hurts.
It does hurt.
For me, it hurts.
It does
Sometimes
hurt.
You get some review, and I don't sleep well for a week, and I'm just like,
sure.
Not even like, this guy is a stupid guy. I just feel, shit, I could do it better, Yeah. And then I kind of punish myself a little bit too much. And then if people could just look us and be like, hey, this is not good,
guy,
we could fix it, right? Like.
And you know what's crazy? For every 1-star, you probably have like 100 5-star.
Oh yeah, that is true.
But the 5-star, you're like, okay, great.
Yeah.
That's it. It's over. But then the 1-star, you're like, oh my god. You're thinking about this 1-star review. I'm like, he overcooked this. He didn't spray the water on the tortilla. That's why it was dry. I'm like, So I agree. And also, so restaurant is tough. So take it easy, guys. I mean, if you guys have a problem, just let the owner know. I've been to many restaurants where it wasn't great, but I never ever wrote a review that's bad.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
Once
They're
you're
trying.
in the industry,
it's
not
rough.
that easy, right?
It's definitely tough. It's tough when you get one of those. You just you can't sleep. You feel, even now, I've been doing it for 12 years, but when you get one, you're just like, you're just kind of like, oh my god, I can't believe that. I can't believe it. Yeah. So where do you get inspiration for your dishes?
Well, so like everybody that been to Divino, they know that we change the menu like every week.
That's amazing.
We're always trying to see what is on the market and what we can do with it or not. But it's also like I am in love with with the Italian cuisine. So when I'm off, what I like to eat is that.
Okay.
So I try new dishes, and if it's good, we put it on the menu.
Okay.
We don't open for lunch, so I have lunch with my staff every day, and then we cook something different. We twist here and there, and then if they like, I say, okay, this goes in the menu.
Wow. Okay.
So that's how we do it. But for us,
so none of the restaurants open for lunch.
No.
Okay.
No.
That's good.
Yeah.
Actually. Yeah. That's
and then,
nice.
So a little bit of this comes from business. Like our restaurant is more like a wine-based restaurant.
Sure.
Right.
Sure.
And on lunchtime, I know it's very hard to do it. So
lunch is tough. For sure. Lunch
and then
is tough,
I think you don't get the full experience. Like if you come, you eat, but then you don't enjoy the wine too, or maybe you're like, well, I'm eating, but 30 minutes I have a meeting with my boss.
Yeah.
You don't get to enjoy the food. You're just filling your belly, right? So we're like, no, we don't want to do that. But the other part was when I got this depression, I felt I was overworked. And I said, well, if I'm going to do a restaurant, I don't want to go down that path. So all the restaurants now, we close 2 days. And it's tough on business. But then when we open, we're full in, you know, like we're most of the time busy. And then my staff know that it's going to be a hard night. So they had to prepare.
Nice.
We're like, everybody's pumped up in a Tuesday, you know, like, let's do it.
Okay.
And it have been working out for us like this. Yeah,
that's great. I think.
But
I think you're importing the wines, right? So I think that's. I mean, Italian food. I think everywhere in the world, like we were saying earlier, people know it.
Yeah.
I think everybody likes it.
Most
people like it.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's got a good reputation, and I think you're doing the lunch is tough, man. Lunch is a tough one to crack.
Yeah.
I mean, we're open for lunch. As you can hear right now.
Yeah.
but it's with lunch you have to have something cheap and fast because no one's coming in for like the full, like you said, the full experience.
Right? Yeah.
They're coming in for the business. They want their set meal
in and out
with a Coke or something on the side or an iced tea, and then they're out. Back to work. Yeah, no, that
so
makes
I
sense,
think here in Tianmu, lunch could be even better.
Lunch
like
could
where
be.
we are.
Yeah.
It would be tough because we're competing against the Bientan like 100 NT, so it's really hard for us to reach that client.
Yeah.
But here, at least on the weekends, we see a lot of families, they want to go out for lunch, and then they can get the experience. They don't have the pressure of time.
If you can do weekend lunch, for sure.
I think
weekday, like we've been
good.
open a long time. Weekdays tough.
Yeah.
But weekend lunch is okay. Weekend lunch is good. Yeah, because there's no pressure. They want to take their kids out. The American school is great to us, great to you. They have TYPA. After that they want to go for they want to go for some food, right?
Yeah.
So it's good. TYPA, TAS, great place, right?
My God, so many kids.
Yeah, it's amazing.
We never have kids.
No kids, right?
And then yesterday we had a busy service and it was like 25 adults, 22 kids.
Yeah.
And then I was like, whoa.
Yeah, that's what I said. You got to keep the baby chairs, man.
Yeah, that's true. He had the baby chairs. Like, no,
he's like,
I'm going to throw them out.
No baby chairs. I said, keep them anyway.
Yeah. So, you're like, you don't know where you're getting
special,
into.
Right? Because it's got all the families.
Oh, you guys are booming the Taiwan rate. For babies.
Yeah,
Tianmu is making it. Yeah.
Oh, Tianmu.
It's a very low rate. I think Taiwan's one of the worst countries.
It's very bad for sure. Yeah.
Tianmu is definitely bumping up that. Yeah.
Tianmu's all right. Shout out to Tianmu. Yeah. All right, let's grab the next one, man. So this one is made by a friend of mine that has a hot sauce company.
All right.
And you know that this one is called the Samadhi, and this one is made with you know how some vegetarian they cannot eat garlic, cannot eat onions.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe you can explain to me that after, but this one has no garlic, no onion, so it's made for that. So it's they ask me many times, and I'm like, ooh, no garlic, no onion. That's tough. That's a tough one. So go ahead, man. Yeah.
Do you serve all of these on the menu?
We're actually reprinting the menu because since we started this, we have people asking. They want the hot stuff, and we actually are bottling now. We're doing some bottles and stuff. Yeah, just something different, right? That wasn't the original idea.
So they can get like the set of 8.
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah. So the idea is we usually do this on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
And the idea is to get this live on a Wednesday. and people can follow along with the table. At the table you eat the one, they eat the same one.
Oh, nice.
So that's the idea.
Man,
but
sorry,
it's not quite there yet.
I couldn't do it. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's okay. Come on. No, it's I have a good friend that's got a restaurant in Shinju, and also he will come on. But also he said I can only do Monday, right?
Yeah,
Same thing, right? It's restaurant life, man.
Yeah, I know.
We know it, but we still love it. Yeah.
I love it.
I do. Yeah. Trying to unlock my phone here, and it's I got the grease all over my fingers here. So one of the questions I wanted to ask you was, I saw in your post, one of your posts, that in the beginning, Focoso had the long table.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe you can explain the meaning behind the long table.
So
I thought it was amazing when I saw it.
It
actually.
was, yeah,
but
it was a
it's
great
going to be
idea.
better from your mouth for sure.
But while we were getting to know each other, me and Lindsay, we traveled to Sicily once.
Okay.
And we
Cheers,
went to.
Salud.
Thank you.
Salute.
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 We went to this restaurant, and it was one of our best experiences ever. And then that's what I think that restaurants and restaurateurs should be thinking about. Bringing home. So we went there. Of course, it was just me and her. And then when we went there, it was like this cute little restaurant. The front of it, they had like a bar.
Okay.
So they were packed, and then that's why we chose them. We were walking by there, packed on like it was like some stupid day, like Tuesday or something.
Yeah.
We're like, okay. So we had like a couple of drinks while the table was ready, and then when we sat on the table, it wasn't as big as Focoso, but it was like a 6 to 8 people table. Okay. And it was 2 of us and another 5 people.
Okay. And you didn't know them, of course, right?
Of course, yeah. And then we ordered our wine, and then our wine took a while to arrive. So they were like, "Do you want to drink our wine?"
Hey,
because in the end,
that's beautiful. I love
they
it.
only had one wine.
Okay,
so
okay.
it was like the house wine. So whatever we take, we could give back to them. So they were
that's
like,
beautiful.
"Yeah, okay." And
that.
then the whole thing already like started right there.
You're sharing wine. It's like family.
Yeah. And then the food came up, and the food was really good. And then after we finished, we actually went out with those guys. Exactly. And then it was a great night. We went for a rock and roll concert. It was just good. And then that stayed with us.
I'll get rid of that. It's okay. Keep going. I got it. Keep going.
So I thought if we could provide that, it would be like an amazing experience for our clients.
Yeah, that
Plus,
sounds great. Yeah.
Divino and Focoso, they are only 150 meters away.
Oh, I didn't know they were that close.
So we needed to be like
a little bit different.
We need something that will be like, hey, this is not Divino. This is like a communal table. You're gonna come. You're gonna meet new people. You guys gonna get loud. You're gonna make new friends. Possibly, maybe find the love of your life or something like that.
Like he did. Yeah. In an Italian restaurant. That's amore.
That was our idea.
Yeah.
And then we tried it for a year, and then it couldn't work.
Really?
Yeah.
What was the reaction? I would imagine European is one reaction and maybe Taiwanese another reaction.
Yeah, I think we got a couple of very good nights that were definitely memorable.
Okay.
Let's say New Year's or some big party days, or if we were doing some special, like we have a wine event.
Yeah.
But on a Tuesday, it would be a disaster.
Oh, really?
Yeah, people would not be happy sitting by other people. They would never talk to each other.
Okay.
And then we would start having problems because we would have to put people and then keep a space, like maybe 2 chairs with nobody, and then the next one, and then 2 chairs. So a restaurant that could serve 40 people was serving like 12 to 17.
Okay.
Because nobody wanted to be close to
together,
the other one. Yeah. And then we got to the point, it's like, no, we gotta cut the table.
That's sad. Yeah. That's because it's a good story. It's a good idea, actually.
Yeah. For us, it was a little. Yeah, a little disappointed.
Break your heart a little bit.
Yeah. Because in the end, if you go to Focoso now, it's exactly like Divino.
Okay.
And it works better, even if we're 150 meters away. It works better. But I was like, well, then why, right?
Like, I think usually the chefs are really creative and they have this vision and they just. Yeah, I understand 100%, man. That's a good story. Yeah. Well, I think.
But in a certain way, like we learn a lot with it.
Yeah.
And I didn't have to close the restaurant, which was that would be like a deal breaker, right? Like because it did went bad for a year.
Okay.
But we still had enough time to
to fix
fix the trajectory of the plane. You didn't have to crash it, so I was like,
I think also for us when we had the two here, both were doing well, both were in profit, things are good. But one thing is people, they want to know where you are, so they go to that one. And the other thing is, your restaurant now with the outdoor patio is amazing. So if you want to sit outside, that's the best place in town, right?
Yeah.
But also, sometimes if maybe you don't have the right people there, they can wreck the experience, right? So I had a lot of complaints and a lot of messages from long-term customers. So I'm like, I need to fix this because. You know, this one that we built this one custom, and I mean, it's like our dream restaurant, and it's going well. And actually now, it's great. It's going really busy, which is good because the coronavirus is. I heard in Hong Kong, 200 restaurants closed down. Which makes me sad because. You know, when you open a restaurant, you put for me and for you, I'm sure is the same. You put your life, your heart, your soul into this place, and then. When you have to close it up, it's a sad thing. You know, we did this in our Danshui restaurant before we came out here, and it's a tough thing to do, man. When you close a restaurant or you move a restaurant, it's tough.
Especially when you're when you're closing, at this case in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Not because something happened. It's just like completely outside of your control, right? Like they had the protest, which kills them pretty badly too. Plus the coronavirus problem. So it's really tough.
You cannot plan. You cannot. No amount of marketing is gonna bring people through. People protesting and bombs on the street or whatever. Right? It's crazy, man. Yeah. What do we got? Last one. We got Korean. Yeah. So they're doing the next round. Let's finish the first round here. Yeah?
All right.
So this is a Korean one.
I'll get this one.
So the Korean is because I like Korean wings, right? So I have salute, right? So we have one of our ex-staff. One of our ex-staff. His family had a Korean restaurant, and we were doing wings. And I said, hey, you know Korean wing sauce? He's like, yeah. So he showed me how to do this. So it's a good one. I like it. One thing I wanted to say earlier was when you're making food and you're in the kitchen and you're tired and it's crazy and you send out food and you send it to the table and you look out and somebody takes it and they're just like, they're just kind of like, wow, that's amazing. Amazing feeling, right? So it's an amazing thing, man. I love that. Yeah.
People come and then they tell you like, oh, this was really good.
Yeah. When they ask you, hey, you guys make your tortillas or you make your pasta, you make this, and you're like, hey, thank you for noticing.
Getting to know the difference.
Yeah,
right?
because a lot of places they
just don't.
They just buy it. They just don't. They go to Costco or whatever. And they buy whatever, and that's okay, whatever. But when a customer notices. It really makes a big difference for me and for you, I'm sure, right? Because it's a lot more work. I mean, we went to this distributor place. They called us. They said, hey, we're importing some Mexican stuff. And I said, okay, we go check it out. And they had frozen tortilla, just bag of frozen tortillas in a package. And we're like, oh, well, we make our own, And they said, oh, no, try ours. And they had the tortilla, which is like a flat bread, right? So they have it. And they're doing a demo, and it's us and all the Taiwanese people, and they're doing a demo. They have the tortilla, and they're like, hey, our tortillas, they're like stretching them out, bang, bang, and they never break, And I'm like, holy shit, what's in there? Like, oh my God.
How are you going to digest
and
that?
I'm like, what is in that thing, man? Rubber? What's going on, It was crazy because, people with food people, they realize, you know, like you see buns on sale for 10 NT, and you're like, Jesus, they must be making money.
That's true. Yeah.
So what's in there? You know, come on, right? So real ingredients make a difference.
Here in Taiwan, like you have a lot of these 100 NT restaurants, and then they are called 100 NT, right?
Yeah. That's
and then
right,
they used to be called 100 NT 30 years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the price for the food have been going like
of course,
a lot.
Of course.
And then they kept the same price, and then you're like, oh, where are you buying this?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there are some shortcuts at some point. Yeah.
You know, we have I remember when we had our Danshui restaurant, again, a distributor comes in and he's like, hey, we have these tortillas, and I go, we make our own. And they're like, okay, well, you know, we have these jars of salsa, you know, you want to try? Go, we make our own. And they go, okay, well, we have this sauce. I go, we make our own. And then the guy's like, okay, well, we have, you know, the frozen fries for the side dish. I go, we use real potato, and we make our own. And they're just like, you make everything? And I'm like, yeah. We do. And he's just like, why? And I'm like, well, because I want to make it. I like it like that, you know? And he's like, you should just buy ours. It's too much work to make your own. I'm like, it is more work for sure. It is, yeah. But if people notice, it's a big thing, right?
Yeah.
It's a nice thing when people notice it, right?
Like for the fried potatoes, it's actually cheaper to buy frozen.
It is cheaper to buy frozen.
It's crazy. Yeah. Like somebody had to cut, to clean, to wash, and
exactly.
And then it's still cheaper than buying potato by the weight. Like we pay, I don't know, 23 NT for a Taiwanese kilo, and then the bag there's more. I'm like, whoa.
It's crazy, And sometimes you go to maybe like a burger place, and you know they're grinding their own meat. They're doing all this stuff, amazing stuff with the patties and the burger. They make their own buns. Everything's really good, and then they have the frozen French fries, and I'm like, oh man, you know, like what happened, man?
Once you're already in the kitchen doing all of that,
you're already doing all the stuff. You know, you're making all the sauces, and
I
do love to get a good burger, you know, here and there, and it's pretty amazing. I actually wanted to tell you one story. When I was in college, I went to. I was dating this girl, of course, and it was her birthday. And at my work, I asked some of my friends, you know, one place, what do you recommend for a special occasion? And of course, always Italian. And they're like, there's an nice Italian place over there, right? Cheers to that, right? They're like, oh, there's an Italian place there. And so, okay, we went down to this area, and it was in Nanaimo, it was Vancouver Island. So we went down to this Italian restaurant, no reservation, but just two of us. And we didn't even think, you know, we just have like shorts and tank top on. We go in there. And then everybody's like dressed right up, and I thought, oh shit, they're not gonna let us in, right? So we went in, and no problem. We put you guys in the corner there, you're eating, whatever. Everything was good, and maybe 5 tables, right? And then after all the food is on all the tables, the chef comes out, like an old Italian guy come out. Like he has his chef jacket. He sits down at every table, and he talks to everybody, and I'm like, we're sitting in the corner like, oh my God, he's not going to talk to us. It's embarrassing, right? But he came over, he sat down. He goes, how's the food? You know, we got like a lasagna or whatever. Yeah. And I go, actually, this is amazing. The food's amazing. He's like, well, you know, we make the pasta, we do this. He tells us all the stuff he does with his food. Yeah. And I'm just like, this is amazing, you know. And he chatted with us for maybe 10 minutes. And this was like 20 years ago maybe, you know. And I still remember this nice, like, old Italian guy chatting with a couple college kids that have no money, right? Yeah. And he's telling us, wow, you know, this is what we do. And I thought to myself, I never thought about opening a restaurant, but if I ever have my own business, if I ever have anything, I want to make the people feel like this guy made us feel. Because this guy was just, I mean, I still feel amazing just thinking about it. So it's great, amazing.
That is like something I felt many times as well.
Yeah.
When I was working in these fancy restaurants, you make low money, but you want to go eat at the other fancy restaurants because you want to know why I'm 2-star this guy's treat.
Yeah, sure.
Right? Like you want to see what is the difference. And then at that point, it's just like going to the gym every day. Like your tongue, it's so sharp. You can feel all the flavors and stuff. So you want to go to other places and be like, what's the deal, right?
I agree.
But then the moment I would walk into those restaurants, they can read you and be like, you don't belong here.
Yeah.
And
sure. I feel this way.
And then I feel that even today at Divino. And then that's something I learned, that you have the clients that can come to your restaurant every day, and then they think the price is cheap because they are in another level of money, and then they can afford that, and then they think quality by price, your restaurant is great. Yeah. But you also have a lot of people that they have to save up to come to your restaurant that night.
Sure, yeah, like and special occasion, right?
Yeah,
like a birthday or anniversary.
And then the expectations are completely different.
Sure.
Because if I am the guy, I can come here on a Tuesday, on a Wednesday, come back next week. Yeah, it's okay. Enrico's busy, didn't come talk to me. But that couple that comes because it's either their anniversary or Valentine's Day or it's a birthday, you really need to reach them, because maybe they save like the whole month to have that single experience, and then you have to give them back. And then that's what I felt every time I would go for these very high-end restaurants. They could tell me, it's like, this guy never gonna come back, because this is a one-time thing for him. He cannot spend this money. But they would come, and then they would be extra nice to us, even more than the guy that's sitting by my side and came here like twice the last month. They would be like, hey, thank you for coming, and they always made the experience. And then that's what we try. Like, we see some people, they come to our restaurant, and it's clearly a special occasion. We try to give this extra mile, because the guy that comes every week, he probably will be like, yeah, you know what, yesterday I went to Divino, it was great. But the guy that waited the entire life to go there, if you do give them a great experience, 20 years from now, they will be talking
They're
about
still talking
you.
about it.
Exactly.
I agree.
You're like, whoa, this customer got me so many more customers than my loyal, super special VIP guy.
Sure. No, I agree with that, man. I mean, I'm still talking about. I tell this story to people, and if we can make people feel this way, it's great. You know, we have people that come every day, every second day. We got a couple guys that come for lunch almost every day. We have a couple guys that come for beer almost every day, and we're great. They feel special also when we're saying, hey, I'm ordering beer. What do you want? And they're just like, well, let's get the new Pomelo IPA from Red Point. I go, okay, we order that. But also, I think if you're taking care of people, then they're gonna come back all the time. And,
that's true.
And I think that you're right. Like for us. Like, we're not super cheap here, especially if you're in Mexico, the food is very cheap. It's like super cheap. So, I mean, compared to that, we're expensive, right? But we have some people, they come in and they love it, and they love the experience, they love the food, the beers, they love everything, and they're having a good time. They will never complain. But, sometimes if people they don't know, they come, maybe they look at price, they go, oh, that's too much for a taco or whatever. But it's more than just a taco. If you come in, you have some nice local beer on tap. You have we're grinding the corn for the tortillas. We're not going to Costco buying them. Like, we're making a lot of extra steps, and it's good. And we buy our for the sauces we make, we buy our chilies from farms here, like local farms. They have a batch of like 10 kilos. They call us. We go, okay, we take it all. We're gonna make a bunch of hot sauce. Nice. We're gonna make this. We're gonna make that. And so that's what we try to do, man. And I think I've been following your page for a long time, because a lot of people recommend your place as hey, some special occasion you got to go to Divino, you got to get some steak. They hand make the pasta, and then before I knew you, I checked the page out, and it's on the list. I'm like, we got to go there. Oh, and then you start to do the dry aged steak, and I thought, oh my god. I actually look into that. Our
Facebook publicity is strong.
It's very good.
Oh my god!
And it's real. One of the good things is
simple, but like
it's simple.
It's continuous.
But it's not. It's not like salesy. It's just like, hey, this is my guy making pasta. Hey, I just got this 100-day dry aged steak, and you start like last night. I was thinking, okay, we're gonna do our thing today, and I was going again through your thing, and I'm like, oh man. I'm in bed, like, oh, I want some dry aged steak right now. How's the process for the dry aged steak going?
So we started very, very rudimental, I would say.
Yeah. Okay.
So I did myself. I looked at YouTube, and then I basically got an old fridge in Taiwan, and then we modify a couple things.
Okay. Sure.
Put a humidifier inside.
Humidifier. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
The dehumidifier. I don't know. I did the research.
No, wait.
And then I was gonna try.
No, sorry, humidifier.
To make it more.
Humidity
Okay.
needs to be
Okay.
up. Yeah. Plus the fans to keep blowing all the time. So we did that in Divino, and that fridge looked pretty bad. It was really busted, but we still did that for like 2 years.
Okay.
And then when we got the new place, then we got like a special fridge just for the dry aging.
I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
and
nice,
then we started doing more of the salami and other stuff.
How does a customer reaction to the dry aged steak?
I think people love it. And then the fact that
Thank you.
A lot of people. Thank you.
It's okay. Yeah.
A lot of people they buy from suppliers, and then we get to buy fresh the steak and do ourselves. In the end, there is no added cost to it, so you end
Just
up
time,
losing
right?
20 to 30% of weight.
Oh, really?
And then time as well. But like, it's not that like I'm telling stories to the steak, right? Just throw them there and then you wait.
To buy one is very expensive, right? A dry aged steak, yeah.
So our price can get much better than our guys, because whoever is doing the dry age, they put that cost up. Yeah. And then they buy the dry aged already, and when the steak hits the table, the customer is already paying way more. Yeah, and then we find out this is not a very hard thing to do. Like, we can do ourselves. We need a little bit time and planning to never run out of it. But once we can do that, then we can give a better steak and a better price for our clients. And then
what kind of steak? I mean, like, I did a lot of research.
Yeah.
And then in the end, I was gonna try, and I never tried it. Tried to do it ourselves. So what kind of a steak do you use? Any steak can be dry aged, or
when we dry age, you always look for a great ratio of fat in the meat.
Okay.
Either caps or marbling.
Okay, she's got to change it. Lily.
Yeah.
It's okay. She's just got to keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep going. Yeah,
so I'm taking over the show. Eddie's gone. This is all mine now. No, but is this stop or no?
No, it's still going.
Really? All right. So the steak, we try to get something with good marbling and a good cover of fat. And then the best you can do is get really, really big. We're all purple now.
It's okay. Keep going.
Best you can do is get like the biggest
like a
piece
brisket,
of
or
meat.
like a brisket.
Well, we're doing the strip loin now, and we also do rumps. But if you try to slice one steak and dry age that, not gonna go well.
It's not gonna go. Okay.
No, you need to have like big piece of meat, because later you're gonna have to shave all the outside. So if you have like a steak this size and then you shave it, you end up with like a 100-gram steak. So you need to have the big piece.
So you buy the big.
Yeah.
I've seen that. You need to trim it, right?
Yeah, you trim a lot. Yeah.
So I'm always curious about it. Like, when you dry age a steak, it doesn't go bad. Like, it doesn't go rotten, or like, I have no idea how it works.
So this is actually a very old thing. They used to do in the 70s, in the 80s, and even before having fridges and everything. They would kill the animals, and then they would wait until the meat would heat the tables. So that dry aging process, have been happening for a long time. You need the enzymes to grow, so there is a point there that is critical, that your steak could go bad or not, and then that's why you need the fans the whole time. So if you just sit and then you don't have air rotating around it, then the bacteria will grow too much and it will start eating from the outside in. But if you get that temperature control and everything, then you get enough
Lily,
that they will touch you start eating the protein, so the meat gets tenderized, and then every time the bacteria do that, they liberate other stuff that will change the flavor on the steak. Yeah. But we are
I read
actually
something about
right now.
Salt. You need to put salt in the fridge.
No,
or
you have salt blocks. Yeah.
Okay.
To take out the humidity. So basically, bacteria to grow, they need oxygen and then humidity. And then the moment you're taking out the humidity, then it's harder for them to increase. That's too much.
That's incredible, man. Wow. I've always been interested in that because I love steak. You know, I think I don't know if it's just Mexican, but maybe all the Latinos, beef is always like king, right? Maybe that's everywhere. Maybe that's everywhere. Yeah. But so my family, at least, beef is, you know, you have all the meats and stuff, but beef is king all the time.
Yeah.
So when you see like when we went to Japan, one of the things I wanted to do was the Wagyu beef, you know, which is amazing. I love that.
Really good. Yeah.
And just beef is always something that I love, and for us,
it's hard to beat, right? Like
it's hard to beat.
You can say like, oh, I have this fish is amazing, and then I put a steak in front of you,
put a
like
steak there,
whatever.
Forget about it. Exactly. Yeah. Huh. All right, brother. Let's grab the next wing. We do round 2. Yeah.
All right.
No problem.
Where do we start?
We start on this side.
No tears.
This one is made with fresh jalapenos, the green one there. So you can grab what you want, man.
All right. Let's see. All right, is this set going to be?
This is the hotter set for sure. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
All right.
But yeah. This one's made with a lot of fresh jalapeno.
Ooh.
You can feel it, yeah? Yeah. So, how long have you been importing wine for your restaurants?
That was like 2 phase.
Okay.
We did the first time right in the beginning. Ooh, that one hit me.
It's a tough one, yeah. Yeah, right in the beginning. Okay.
Because, it's just too much people trying to make money. Wineries in Italy, and then most of the Taiwanese here.
I always hear that in Europe, wine is actually not expensive, right? Is that true?
Cheap. Yeah,
it's really cheap. Okay.
Well, you can get the very famous one.
Of course, yeah.
Oh my God, I'm having trouble.
You good? Hey, all right, brother. I forgot to ask you how you do with spicy food at the beginning. Yeah.
Not well.
Not well. Okay. Well, I'm happy that you at least like the wings, because when you cook for a chef, it's always like, yeah.
All right, I would stop in the first set. If you're gonna come here, you have to check it out.
Stop, cut. Yeah.
So the other 3 are worse than this one?
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Really?
Sure. Yeah. We take our time though, man.
We're jumping into milk. Yeah.
And actually, we got the milk, and we also got the horchata. Horchata is like a rice water, a little bit of milk, vanilla, cinnamon, sugar. It's like a Mexican drink. Well, we Mexicans claim they invented it, and then Spanish people also say they invented it.
I'm trying everything.
Try everything,
now,
man. Of course, yeah. I'm gonna stick to the wine for now. Yeah, it's nice. It's a great wine, man. Yeah. So you started
that helps. Yeah.
That helps. Yeah. Okay.
We did it in the first year, and then we brought just 1 pallet.
Okay.
But with only 1 restaurant, we didn't have enough turn up.
Of course.
So wine doesn't go bad, which is fine.
It doesn't go bad. Okay. Yeah.
And it's even nicer when you have I have an older vintage because we didn't sell, so you keep. It's good.
It's one of the few things that can sit forever, right? Okay.
But for us was a little it was a lot of investment because 1 pallet is 600 bottles.
Yeah. That's a lot.
So then we got this big investment, and to return it, it took too long.
Okay.
And then here we can order from suppliers 6 bottles.
There's a lot here, right? Yeah.
And then it was tough. Then we opened Focoso, and then once I did the license, and for that it's very cheap. You make the license for import export in Taiwan. It only costs you $6,000 a year.
Oh wow, that's really
Yeah,
for
yeah,
alcohol,
yeah.
for wine.
No. For
everything.
I import
Anything.
yeah. So I could import anything.
Really?
And
Oh,
then
that's-
once the
okay.
wine comes here, you have to pay taxes,
Sure,
and then
sure.
you have to
Okay.
prove it's legal. So they do tests in each bottle and stuff like that.
Okay.
But and that's the expensive. But just to keep the license was 6,000. So I was like,
Actually, that's okay. It's
I'll
not
keep
bad
the
at all.
I'll
Yeah.
keep the license, and then
Okay.
we opened for Kozo, and then we started like maybe now, but we were still a little scared until we got to the point that we say, why don't we start a wine membership?
This is one next question.
Yeah.
The wine, explain the wine membership for
And
people
then
that don't know.
that was like a life changing.
Okay.
I think for our customers as well,
Yeah.
and for our restaurant. So
Yeah.
we did this wine membership, and which means is you buy in. So it's just our idea came from Costco basically.
Okay.
You get the membership. There's one client of ours that actually works at Costco, and then she told us confidentially, she was like, Costco
Yeah.
makes
Yeah.
money
Yeah.
actually on the membership.
Yeah, that's what they say. That's what
And
people
then
say. Yeah.
the prices of the food, and then
Almost cost,
they're
right?
just like
Yeah,
barely
Okay.
making the cost.
Yeah.
And I do believe that because
Yeah.
I know the world of wine, and then I see some bottles at Costco, and I'm like,
wow.
whoa, I know how much this wine costs and how much it costs to be in Taiwan.
Yeah.
And the price they sell, it's like, whoa, this is really, really good price.
Good price. Yeah.
And then I was like, well, so why don't we do the same? We do a wine membership, and then we don't do profit on our wines anymore. We
Okay.
barely make the margins to
Okay.
like buy it and sell it.
Okay.
But then we make money on the membership. And then the
Okay.
great thing is people buy into the membership, means that they're gonna come back to the restaurant more often. They're more loyal.
Eat more, drink more. Okay.
Plus, those are the clients that you want to come back.
Yeah.
Because in a restaurant like Divino, if we had a night and nobody drinks wine, we
Yeah.
basically lose money.
Yeah,
Because we
sure.
open 5 nights,
Yeah.
we don't have dinner, we don't have lunch service, and we close 2 days a week. So
Yeah.
if we don't open and people are eating and drinking, it's very hard to hit the margin, right?
Also, we were chatting about this off air earlier. We also had this weekend. We had a really good Friday and a really good Saturday. Actually, Sunday was good too. Saturday was the busiest of the 3.
Yeah. You guys got the karaoke.
Karaoke was Friday. Okay, Friday
I
was
saw
the
that.
busiest.
Yeah. You
Okay.
cannot say that.
Okay. Yeah, no, that was busy. That was the busiest. But actually, the Saturday and the Friday about the same. But Friday, everybody drinking.
Yeah, so less clients, same number.
Saturday,
right?
nobody's drinking.
Yeah.
And then you can see at the end of the day, like, whoa. And I come out, I go, what's going on? You know, everything okay? You know, they're just like, yeah. It's busy, and I'm in the kitchen. You know, for the weekend, I grind 4 kilos of corn.
Yeah.
And right now we still hand grinding, right?
Yeah.
And so I like 2 hours like grinding. And then it's okay, but I'm like coming out and it's busy. But at the end of the day, I'm like, what happened? It's not. It's okay, but not what I expected, right?
Yeah.
Because you need the weekends. You need to really be good on the weekend because sometimes Monday or Tuesday or whatever the week nobody's here, right? So we need that, right? But Friday was crazy. The karaoke was crazy, man. Shout out to everybody that came for karaoke night on Friday. We do karaoke about once a month. If you can ever disappear on a Friday, come out, man.
Yeah, I thought it was fun. Yeah, I saw
fun.
the videos. They're like, whoa, that's a lot of
It's
people.
fun.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people, and it probably the same clients. Right?
I
It's all
saw
the same
that too. I was
clients.
like, oh, I know this, I know
Yeah,
that.
This guy.
Yeah, it's
Whenever
funny.
I see your posts and it's the customers, I'm like, oh, this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's good. And the customers are great, and they're not going to eat Mexican every day.
Sure.
They're not going to eat Italian every day. But so it's good. I mean,
But like
it's good to have. Yeah.
So even when we opened 2 restaurants on the same street, we
Yeah.
thought like, I don't want to do the same food. I don't want to compete against myself or stuff like that.
I know the feeling well.
But after a while, you just realize that as many more restaurants you have in the little neighborhood or
Yeah.
like in the same MRT stop, it just makes that place
it's better. It's a
stronger.
Destination.
Yeah, because people are like, oh, you want good food? This is the street. You go. There's like 3 restaurants. So you walk into this. They don't have seats. You go to the next one. You still eat well. So now there's a curry place that opened like 5 meters from Divino, and these guys are killing it.
Okay, great.
Like really, really like make lines every day because they're almost have like a Japanese kind of style. So you have like 2 to 3 chefs, and then just the balcony, and they can seat only 8 people.
Oh wow, perfect.
And so like every night you have 8 guests. It's not very hard. So you have another 8 people. Like online, just waiting for people to finish so they can get in and eat.
I think small is good like that. It's very good.
And then this thing just helps your street becomes because they go to the curry and then they look and it's like, oh, there's an Italian restaurant. Next time we come back.
And then
people that live around, they're like, oh, if I want to go to the other restaurant, I need to pay $300 for a taxi. Plus this and that because I'm gonna drink. So why don't I just walk to Divino? Because it could be like the food is a little bit more expensive, but it's close to my house. It's convenient, right?
More worth
like
it.
boom,
It's worth it.
And then I go there. I live very close. They know me, and then they treat me like this, blah blah. So
it's nice
it's
to be
really
good to the neighbors.
Build the community. Yeah.
I think we have the same feeling, you know. But there's, you know, like next door we had a restaurant and. People were saying, "Oh, you know, people always kind of like, you worry there's a next door place, it looks pretty nice." I'm like, "No, go try it."
Exactly.
Try that. Go. I heard they have got a steak. Go try the steak. We went to try a few times. It was pretty good. I said, you guys go try it out. You know?
Yeah, every time because I live very close here.
Yeah.
And then every time when we talk to people about Tianmu, they always mention Eddy's and Saffron as well.
Saffron is
forever. They're like
for us to be mentioned in the same sentence as Saffron.
Like, woo.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah.
There are 3 places.
Yeah. Sure.
You guys, Saffron and Letitia, they're all like the big mafia.
Cedric
of Tianmu.
is the king.
If you come here, you have to kiss the ring, and then we're like, okay, now you open your restaurant.
Exactly. Sure. Well, being so close to like what you were saying, when we were new for our restaurant where you guys are now, Cedric is always busy.
Yeah.
And Cedric's a great guy.
Yeah.
You get lots of Europeans, lots of Americans there, so we would always get spillover. People would come in, and it's great. And I think it's good. I mean, for us, on this street here, a lot of places are closing down, which for me is sad because my idea was if all of these are nice restaurants, I will go spend my time, spend my money, talk to everybody, and then let's talk to the Tianmu government, whatever. And let's call it, you know, instead of Tianmu East Road, we call this little strip Tianmu Eat Road, you know, like something like that, right?
Sure.
Let's make people come to Tianmu to eat. People come to Tianmu to eat, you know, because there's good food here. We were missing, I think, Italian, but now we got it, so we're good.
Well, so there's
great,
one idea that I was having. I actually didn't talk to Ed.
Well, let's talk now.
Outside of the camera.
Yeah.
But so I was thinking we could print like some passports.
Okay, I love it. Let's do it.
And then you come to Mexican restaurant, you get a Mexican stamp. You go to Divino, you get an Italian stamp. You go to Saffron, you get an Indian stamp. You go to a Japanese restaurant, and then all these restaurants are together.
I agree.
And then once you get, I don't know, like 5 stamps or 10 stamps, it means you've been to all the countries inside this thing. You get a big something. I don't know.
Yeah, we could do that. Sure, I love it.
Because we want to exchange.
Of course,
customers,
like I just said, no one's gonna come here every single day.
That's true.
No one will go to your eat Italian every single day. Lily, can we get more water? No one will eat.
I will need for the next one.
No one will eat Indian every single day.
Yeah.
So, I think it's the best. I mean, when like with Cedric, when we were at the other place, you know, people say, hey, you know, I want to get this kind of coffee. I go, oh, no problem. You know, just go get it from Cedric. You come back, relax. You know, whatever. And Cedric's great. You know, we've had many events here where we needed a lot of coffee, and our coffee machine is tiny. Yeah. Because we don't do that much coffee. Sure. And then I go to see Cedric. I'm like, hey, I need tomorrow. I'm going to need 20 liters of Americano. Yeah. Right? And he's just like, no problem, you know. And then I go pick it up, and then I'm like, hey, man, and he's it's okay, no problem. I'm like, no, I got to give you something. Yeah. But he doesn't want to take it. He's a great guy. That's so true. You know, we have these little mini slider buns, right? Like little burgers, little ones. And where am I going to buy my bread? Of course, I get my bread from Cedric, right? And then people say, "Hey, where can I get bread?" I'm like, "Well, you go to Cedric, right?"
That's true.
Where can I get it? Go to like today, before I came here, I wanted to. I went up, took my daughter to school, went to the gym, and then I thought, okay, I will eat something before we come here. And so I went to Cedric's and I had like a tuna sandwich and some coffee. And I used to do that before every UFC.
Yeah, we meet there
so many times.
Yeah,
so I used to do that more for every UFC. And the bread is fresh, everything's great.
That's true.
But lately for the UFCs that are here, I just grab from the coffee shop next door. And it's always, it's a, you know what I mean? It's a little bit disappointed.
It's
I'm like,
not Cedric's.
It's like, come on, man. It's like, geez, come on. It's tough. And also I like to, like, everyone thinks when you own your restaurant, you're making lots of money, but we don't, not usually. But I like to think the money, if I'm going to spend it, I want to put that in the pocket of somebody like this man right here, like Cedric, somebody that I know, somebody that I like, respect. He's doing great work. So that's what I think, anyways.
That's actually, well, Cedric. I hope you don't.
We gotta get Cedric
angry. But yesterday at the restaurant, there was another coffee shop open close to Cedric. It's called Neighbors, I think.
Okay, yeah, I know.
And then girl was very nice.
Yeah, sure.
And then,
I've been there.
Just like I respect that.
Sure.
She's by herself and she's opening her coffee shop.
Yeah, I've been there.
The second floor, so it's a little tougher to get business in.
For sure it is. Yeah.
But it's
a nice
it's
place.
Just like us. So for me, giving money to Starbucks, you're paying some staff and everything. Like you help the country. But a lot of people are making huge money in Seattle, like right on the headquarters and stuff. And then you look at Cedric, and then you see his kids growing up, and I just have more respect for that. I have more love for that.
Yeah, me too. I saw a meme sort of on Facebook, and it said, put your money where you're going to spend it on a corporation, or you're going to spend it on a guy who's putting his daughter in ballet class. So
that's true.
It's a big difference, It's a big difference, man. I love it. Let's get on the next wing, man.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get ready on the wine here because I know this is gonna hurt.
All right. Oh, I'm good for now.
You good?
Let's do. Okay, I take a little more.
There you go.
That's good wine, man. So how does somebody join your gold member club for?
So we have gold and silver.
Okay.
And then gold, it's for 15 bottles inside the restaurant.
Okay. Oh, nice.
And then you can use on all 3 restaurants.
Beautiful.
And then you can take home as many bottles as you want. So 15 bottles in a year means that you have to come once a month almost.
Sure,
so it's like it's designed for our clients that come many times, and it's crazy. We started in January.
Yeah, I love it.
And we have people that already run out of 15 bottles. It's like, okay.
Tianmu.
Yeah, there you go.
We love Tianmu. Yeah, we love you guys. Yeah.
But we also have a silver, which is a pretty normal quantity of wine. So it's 6 bottles in a year. And then you can also buy as many bottles to take home. And then the difference between the standards, like gold and silver.
So it's like a monthly fee or a yearly fee, or?
No, 1 year for gold is 3,000, and for silver is 1,500.
Okay.
And then gold, you get a gold reservation status.
Okay.
So downtown we have 2 rounds, 6 or 8 o'clock. But if you're a gold, you can reserve at 7.
Okay.
A lot of people don't understand that, and then I would like to explain. So 6 and 8, it means that the restaurant is doubling that table. So we get customers at 6, they leave at 8, you guys come in, we're making money again on that table. 7 o'clock, and everybody loves 7 o'clock.
Of course, it's right in the middle, the sweet spot.
It's like killing the business because
of course,
you're never going to leave before 9.
Yeah.
And nobody wants to eat after 9 because it's too late.
It's
so
true.
Once you're a 7, you make sure you're drinking wine and spending money because otherwise the restaurant not gonna survive with you.
Exactly. I love it. No, it's true. 7 is like the sweet spot. And you tell somebody, oh, to make a reservation, 7. You're like, what about 6:15?
They're like, I really like 7.
They're like,
like,
how many do you have?
Yeah.
Let me me see. Does this guy like beer? This guy doesn't drink beer. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah.
So then we did that, and the gold they get 7 because we know they're gonna drink. They're gold members.
Sure. Gold member.
So we're like, okay, you can take it, and then the other people, they're like either 6 or 8, and it worked out for us like that.
Long story short, if you want to have food and wine at Divino at 7 o'clock, join the Gold Member Club. Become a Gold member, and you get special rules.
You're
special
good.
rules.
Another thing we're doing for Gold members. So starting, I think not this week, next. Because actually this week I'm getting married.
Hey.
Signing the papers in Taiwan.
Beautiful.
So starting next week, every Friday, we're going to do a wine tasting at Divino Enoteca.
I love it.
So Gold members, they get 2 free wine tastings every year.
I love it.
And then the idea is just like a wine flight. We're going to start at 4:30 so people can finish the school jobs, or like if they want to come later, it's fine too.
I love it.
And then you come and you have 3 wines, you taste all of them, and then we're going to have super crazy prices on all the bottles. So you like this one, you say, okay, I want to buy it, and you can have dinner and sit.
Beautiful. That's beautiful. I love it. Yeah. I love that, man. Well, let's grab the next one. I have more questions for you. Let's keep going. God. So this one is made with the bird's eye chili, the little bird's eye, the Thai chili one.
Thai is not good.
The Thai chili, man.
Oh my God.
The thing about chili is it's fresh, so sometimes it's hot, sometimes it's not, and that's a little bit spicy, I think. No?
Ooh, I feel that there's a kick after.
Do Italians eat a lot of spicy or not? Not really. No, right?
Well, so depends where you're from.
Okay.
The famous region for spice is Calabria.
Calabria, I've heard of that one. Okay, okay.
And then they really like spicy.
Oh, really? Okay.
But other places, we like spicy, but there is a level. We want to still feel some other flavors.
Sure. Whew. I actually, in Mexico is a whole other level, I eat spicy. I was raised eating spicy.
Yeah.
But I remember going to Mexico in the summer to visit family. And then little kids, I would be like a teenager, but little kids like 5 years old eat maybe 10 times more spicy than me. And I already eat spicy, and just it's crazy. And they're just like, this is nothing. What are you talking about? So it's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so enoteca, right?
Yeah.
What does that mean? I mean, can you explain?
So in Italian,
some people have asked me, but I said I don't know. I will ask the guy, right? I think I know, but Beautiful. This is great.
So for all our places, we have a play on the name.
Sure.
So Divino
is a beautiful play on words.
Yeah.
I love it.
So Divino means divine, comes from God.
Yeah.
But it also means comes from wine. Yeah,
yes,
of wine.
I love that. Yeah.
So that was the whole idea. You come, but it's a place that our logo is a bottle of wine.
I love it.
We were strong that this is a place it's a drink and food all together combined. Because in Italy, even for lunch, we always have wine. But
I love it.
That is also because we produce grapes. My family, they make their own wine. It's not very good. We would never sell in the restaurant. But
oh, hey, Mamma Mia!
But
he's just joking, Mama.
Grandpa, don't watch this. It's in English. You won't get it. Yeah. But the truth is, we grow up. So for us, it's part of the day. Every day we have wine. Nobody gets drunk, but they're wine and food together, and that's what we wanted to bring.
I love it.
We know that here wine is much more expensive.
It's a different thing. It's a different thing here.
And it's hard to have it every day, right?
Sure.
So also this membership, it was an idea to we want to make it as most affordable we can for our clients, because it's not just about food and wine.
We want people to have it.
Yeah, it's about having the things together and enjoying and relaxing. So even yesterday when I saw 20 people coming to the restaurant with 20 something kids, I was like, oh, you're not gonna go well.
Yeah.
Not true.
Yeah.
Kids were eating their food, parents having a bottle of wine, everybody chilling and enjoying their time, and it was like beautiful, you know.
Tianmu is a special place.
Yeah.
Everyone has families, everyone has kids, but in our experience, especially at that place, but also this one, people come in with the kids. Dad has a pint of IPA. Mom has her margarita.
Yeah.
The kids have their orange juice and their quesadillas.
Yeah.
It's great, man.
Tianmu
is an amazing place.
Downtown, when we see kids on the table, we know like not
That's
gonna
it.
drink.
No one's drinking wine.
Yeah. And then here, it was beautiful. It was like in Italy. Yeah. My parents would go out.
Yeah, of course.
Actually, if I was 7 or 8, I was already drinking wine with water. Didn't work out for me. I'm in the restaurant business, so go to school, study.
Stay in school,
don't drink wine.
Stay in school, kids. Yeah.
So Divino, it's this, and then Focoso, it means food, cocktail, and social.
Okay.
So the social was because of the big table. Yeah. Food, it's the food from Divino, and cocktails, we do cocktails there, and we don't do it in Divino. So
okay.
And we thought Focoso, food, cocktail, and social was funny, and then Focoso in Italian means horny.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I didn't know
so
that.
A lot of people don't know that, but it means, so foco is fuego.
Oh,
so
okay,
it's
fuego.
like
fire.
So
fire.
Fuegoso, do you say that?
Fuegoso.
No?
Okay, I guess that
like
makes sense.
On fire,
on
like
fire.
This guy is on fire tonight. Like so, for us, Focoso means like a horny person. Yeah.
I also like, playing on the words is a beautiful thing. We have this one margarita made. It's like a peach. It's like a big. It's a margarita with a beer in it. It's made of peach. And we call it peachy way, the peachy way, like pinche way, and people are like, I'll have a peachy way, I'm like, okay. And they're like, peachy way. I'm like, yes. I love
those
it.
Things are funny.
Sometimes you need these little things to like, okay, you're
if
tired.
People don't get it, at least you have a
you
fun
get it. You're like, hey, all right, peachy
like
way, yeah. That's great, man.
And then Enoteca, Divino again, the name, but then Enoteca means the place where you go buy wine.
Okay.
In Italy, yeah. So some Enotecas.
Kind of like a cantina? Or cantina is like a beer, right?
More,
like beers and stuff, right?
And then Enoteca, some they have food, some they don't.
Okay.
But it's a place where in the afternoon you go for buying wine to take to your house. So that's what we want, because we make like the little place for the wine.
Yeah,
we're actually closing that with glass now, so the air conditioning can keep the wines on temperature.
Oh, really? Okay.
It's gonna be really nice.
Okay. Everybody loves Italian food, right? And it's funny because one of my I haven't seen him in a while, but one of my good friends, are like local guys, call him Taiwan Jim. He's the most Taiwan guy. Like, everything is. He only eats Taiwanese food, He's amazing. He comes to eat, and he likes the food and stuff. But he got married to a local girl who's even more Taiwanese than him.
Yeah.
And this is a funny story. He went to Italy for his honeymoon.
Yeah.
And then when he came back, I said, "Oh, how was Italy?" I said, "The food must have been incredible."
Yeah, he was like, no.
Right? He said, "No, the food was awful." And I said, "What?" I said, "What? How is that possible?" It's like the bucket list is like, you want to travel somewhere to eat, you go to Italy.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm like, how is that possible? He said, no, you go to this street and people are like shaving this meat, like prosciutto. And he's like, oh, it's awful. And I'm like, this is like a dream for me. I'm like, I will sit there and gain like 50 pounds in Italy,
Oh, I know that.
And then I said, what? I was just like that. I was like, I can't believe that, because the Italian food is, it's like one of the best in the world. And he said, but the good thing is my Taiwanese friends that have been to Italy before me, they told me the food was shit.
So I go to the Taiwanese restaurant.
So what they did was they told me to do, in my suitcase, bring all the instant noodles to Italy. So he went to Italy with a suitcase full of instant noodles.
Oh my God.
And he was in Italy on this like prosciutto street with salami and all that, and he's eating like his palmia in there, like, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe you did that, man. I said, I don't know if I can be your friend anymore after that, man.
Definitely not me.
He's out. Yeah. So I I was shocked. His girlfriend, or sorry, his wife now, when they come here, she'll only eat chips because she doesn't like anything else. I'm like, okay, because she will only eat Taiwanese food. So they went to Italy, and it's so crazy because you talk to somebody, anybody usually, and you say, how was Italy? And they're just like, oh my God, the food blew my mind. It's crazy.
To be honest, there is a lot of friends from Italy.
Yeah.
They're this close mind as well.
So sure. Yeah, I understand.
They want to eat Italian food, so they go to other countries. My uncle's like this, Vito, and then he calls me and he's like, "Hey, you know what? Italian food in Switzerland is terrible." What do you expect?
What do you expect?
Yeah, it's like he goes to Cambodia and then it's like, yeah, the Italian food was really bad and overpriced. Of course, it's a foreigner food in that country. Then it's tough.
It's funny because
they like to go everywhere and try Italian food, other places in the country, other countries. Yeah.
I also have a funny thing when in California, there's a lot of Mexicans, right?
Yeah.
And, there's also a lot of Taiwanese. And once in a while, a Mexican guy will meet a Taiwanese girl. And many times, they come to Taiwan to meet the family. And when they bring the Mexican family to Taiwan to meet the Taiwanese family, they come and eat here. Almost every day.
And then?
They come here, and it's like the third day. They come in, and I start speaking Spanish to them. Hey, what are you guys doing here? Like, my son, he's going to marry a Taiwanese. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. I'm like, well, what do you guys think of Taiwan? They're like, the food's shit. And I'm like, so they come here, and then I'm cooking. I'm like, oh shit, I'm so nervous. I got grandma who's like, making everything, and I'm nervous. And then, I come out, and I'm like, how's the food? I tell everyone, get out of the kitchen. I got to make this grandma's food myself, And then she's like, oh, food is good. We're going to come here every day. So then they do. They come every day.
Yeah.
And I'm like, go try Din Tai Fung. Go try something amazing.
Exactly,
and they're like, I'm not going to try that, So I understand for sure. It's funny. It's very funny. It's very funny.
Italy is very common to find people like that. Yeah.
It's funny. Like, my dad is actually like that. My dad hasn't even been to Taiwan. I'm like, Dad, come out, man. You're going to love it here. And he's like,
what am I going to do? Mexico or in Canada?
Yeah, they're in Canada. So my story is... my parents are both from Mexico.
Yeah.
They got married and had my sister in Mexico. And then they immigrated to Canada. And then I'm the first one born in Canada.
Yeah.
So I'm, Mexican Canadian. But my dad, I said, come out here. You're going to love it, And he's like, fuck, what am I going to do there, I'm like, you're going to love it here, man. The weather's nice. People nice. You can come and eat here every day.
So
no problem,
how often do you go back to Canada to visit them?
Well, I used to go more, but after the restaurants, not as much, man. It's been a couple. It's been maybe we used to go every year, but now it's been 2 years since I've been back now. Because now I have my wife, I have my daughter.
Yeah.
The family grows. It's a little bit tougher, and then the restaurants, it's hard to get out too. But July is a good time to do things because July definitely slows down in Tianmu because all the expat, everybody goes home. But it's a good place, man. I love going back home to visit the family and stuff. And
do you go to Mexico as well?
Actually,
you have family there?
We have a lot. So my family, my parents, brother, sister in Canada. But everybody else, my grandparents passed away, but they were in Mexico. My aunts, my uncles, all my cousins. Mexican family is huge, all in Mexico. So when we go to Mexico, we went a couple of years ago. It's great. I love Mexico. I can't believe it's so cheap.
Yeah, right.
I go there and you go to
still cheap though.
Still cheap now. I went there maybe 5 years ago, just before we opened this, 4 years ago, and you go to the stand and the guy they're making the tacos and stuff, and it's like 10 cents or 20 cents for like a taco, and I'm like, I ate like 10 and it cost me nothing, and I'm like, man, that's what.
So
how's
where
it possible?
Where is this?
Yeah.
This is in Mexico City.
Guadalajara, yeah. So
that's where the Olympics were, right?
I don't even know, man. Actually, yeah, it's one of the bigger cities. Yeah, it's one of the bigger cities. It's actually the only place that I know really well in Mexico, because that's where we go to Mexico always to see the family, right? So
Lindsay have been there a couple of times, and she really liked.
It's a beautiful place for sure.
I never been to Mexico yet.
Well, it's a nice place, man. Well, I never been to Italy yet, so it's a nice place,
Definitely
man. I gotta go. I gotta go. Actually, my wife wants to go to Europe. She's like, hey, let's take a trip, and we go to Europe one time. I go, okay. She's like, where do you want to go? I said, well, we go there. Probably has to go to Italy and maybe Spain.
I don't recommend France.
No France? Yeah,
no.
Sorry, Cedric.
Even Cedric don't recommend
Even
France.
Cedric.
That is how bad it is. No, but so truth is that Paris is tough, but if you go outside, they're very good people.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But Paris is it's
tough,
hard.
eh?
Like
Okay.
we went last year because Lindsay never been, and
Okay.
she was like,
Oh,
you know,
everybody
like
wants to
we're
see the
about to get
Eiffel Tower,
married.
yeah.
You want to have the picture in the Eiffel Tower.
Sure,
blah,
sure.
blah. I told her, I was like, don't expect too high,
Don't expect
right?
too
Like
much,
people
yeah.
are gonna be tough, and yeah. And it was exactly what I told
Really,
her.
eh? That
And then we went
sucks,
to
yeah.
Barcelona.
Okay, and great,
Shit,
yeah,
Latino
yeah.
people,
Latino
they're
people,
so
yeah,
good.
always.
Barcelona,
Well, I always
#1.
feel like Portuguese and Italian and
Yeah.
Spanish and Latino. Everybody, in my experience, everybody's just
So
it's the same.
warm.
Everybody's happy.
Yeah,
Everybody's
yeah.
nice, friendly,
Relaxed.
good.
Yeah, yeah.
I love it. So I told her if we go Italy, Spain, and
Yeah.
I would like to do Portugal. My hometown in Canada,
Ah.
lots of Portuguese.
Oh, really?
So only really when I grew up is only us, the Mexicans, and then almost everybody else Portuguese.
Whoa.
So growing up, everybody thought I was Portuguese. Everybody
Yeah.
thought I was Portuguese, and so. You go there and you can understand a little bit of it's
Very
almost the
easy,
same.
right?
It's the same,
Yeah.
right?
You get a nasty here and there, then that's it.
It's about the same. So and the food's great, and the people are great. And you were talking about making your own wine. All of my friends, their family, the garage, they have their car, but they park the car outside of the garage, and inside the garage. One side, they all make their shirish, all the sausage there. And on the other side, they all make their own. They're making wine. So it's like sausage wine every meal. Sausage
That's
wine.
what we would do too.
So when I went, you go there for dinner, and the mom makes like the sweet bread, and there's a sausage and the wine every meal, and it's like wow, it's
so
incredible.
the sausage process, it can take up to 8 to 12 weeks.
Okay.
And then that's pretty much winter.
Okay.
So what we would do is, when the end of autumn and the beginning of winter, you get the whole family.
Okay.
And then it's everybody doing something.
Yeah, that's
either
the way it
like
should be,
chopping the pork or mincing the meat, putting the salt, blah blah, and then
it's family.
putting inside the intestines, right?
Yeah.
And then you hang it, and then in the beginning of spring, you have no joke, like for a little family, maybe like 300 kilos, because it's like a full pork.
Well, you have to make
and
a lot.
you use
Yeah.
every single part. There's nothing that is thrown out. And then you have 300 kilos, like 200, 300 kilos of like sausage and stuff for the whole year. And then they didn't have to put it inside the fridge, right? Because normally we do it on the basement, so it's kind of cold and everything, and then you just give it to everybody.
Yeah,
everybody has salami for the rest of the year.
And for me, with all of the Portuguese people that I grew up with, it's also similar, right? And they come by and they bring sausage and wine every time they come. Like, hey, I got this sausage and this wine, and you're like, oh my god. So I grew up with that, and I love it. I love that. I love that. So I would like to see Portugal as well.
Our family, it's always involved like where we were together. It's always about food. Like every time, every big celebration, Catholic.
Of course, Catholic. Sure.
Calendar, right? Everything was always about food on the table and this and that, and that I think create me like this really big wish to be in the restaurant industry.
For sure, that's what we try, right? As restaurateur, we try to make anyone that comes in try to feel like that, And most people, when you talk to them, they're like, "Hey, this is nice." And what people like is, they go, "Oh, I know Enrico. Oh, I know the owner. I know I know him. Yeah. Oh, I know this guy. I know that guy." And then it's even me as a restaurant guy, also. If I know the owner of the restaurant, I also feel special.
It's different. Yeah.
It's a different feeling for sure.
Because you're not going to a big brand,
Starbucks,
like you're not
McDonald's or something.
Yeah. Like you actually know the guy that minced the burger.
That's nice. I love that. I love that feeling for sure.
I'm scared of this other two. That last
done.
one, I don't know if I can handle.
Yeah,
Look at the spice on it.
No problem, man.
This is gonna be
whatever
bad.
you want to do. Yeah. So this one is. I won't tell you what it's made of. We eat it first. All right. Enjoy, yeah? Just don't touch your eyes. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Ooh, that was made with ghost pepper. I saw that you wrote a book, or you co-authored a book. Okay,
Yeah.
have your drink, man. Do your thing. Yeah.
I don't think.
It's all right, man. No problem. Take
The
your
last
time,
one is
man.
worse?
A little bit worse than that. Yeah. You have the rest of the day off? No? Well, you got some plans tonight, right?
Yeah.
It's your day off, right?
Ooh.
Today? Okay. That's a hot one. I'm going to have some more shots on that one. All right.
Oh, it's hurting. This
hurting,
one
yeah.
is tough.
Thanks for coming, man. I appreciate you coming out. I know you're a busy guy and restaurants are, but I also think if we can all support each other, everybody wins, Everybody
I don't
wins.
think I drink so much milk since
Yeah.
my mother was giving it to
That's
me.
right. There you go. Yeah.
Almost cried. Yeah.
Almost.
Next one, get it.
No tears yet. No tears. No problem. So you were. I saw that you wrote a book, or you co-authored a
Yeah,
book.
so it's
with
All Italia.
Italia. What is that? Yeah.
It's a brand. It's one of the biggest brands for olive oil in Italy.
Okay.
And I get to know them through the restaurant, and then they offer me this opportunity.
Okay. When was
So
this?
it's a
Recently?
recipe book. Yeah, it was just last month. So we have 4 Italian chefs, and each one puts 5
recipes, like a
recipes.
recipe book.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Oh, I did cry. Can you see that?
Yeah, you're coming. It's coming.
Is
yeah,
this
yeah.
HD?
You
Can
got-
you
yeah,
get this?
we do,
there you go.
yeah.
First cry. Oh my
You
God,
got the
touched
cry.
my
You got
eye.
the
That
cry.
was
Don't
the
touch.
first
Don't
number
don't
one,
touch the
yeah.
eye. Don't touch the eye, man. That's all.
Oh.
One rule is don't touch your eye. Yeah. This is beautiful. I love this. What is this? Just so people know, just in case.
Oh,
yeah.
let me show the bottle.
It's a rosé. Yeah, show the
my
bottle,
God.
man.
Now I'm all done. There you go. So this is a prosecco.
Okay.
Very, very common wine in Italy for sparkling. So France have champagne, and we did the prosecco.
Okay. Yeah, there we go. Boom. Sorry, man. Don't touch your eyes.
Oh my God, I touched the eye. It's done now.
All right,
This
okay.
left, right eye is done.
It's done.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Okay. So you did a recipe book, right? With
Yeah, and
All
then
Italia, yeah. Okay.
it was very good exposure.
Okay. Yeah, great.
We already used some of their products, so it was like very fair to us as well.
Sure.
First time I write one, but I think I have that inside of me. Like I would like to have a book for Divino, the recipes.
Sure,
I think a lot of people
Yeah.
come and
People
they
would
come back.
love it. Yeah. People
Yeah.
would love it. You got some more wet naps there.
Oh, you're the best. Thank you.
No, I think I think that's a great idea. What about cooking classes or anything like that? You ever think of something like that?
We did a couple cooking classes.
Okay.
But our store is like quite small,
Okay. Yeah.
and
yeah.
we're busy. And then cooking
Yeah.
class, nobody's trying to learn how to cook. To be honest, they
Yeah.
just want to have a great time.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
That's
And then
true.
I love that. Like,
Yeah.
it's very fun to do it when you're behind. But so I teach, people touch. Sometimes they don't even want to touch the food. They just want to try and see
They want
how
their
it
wine.
works. And
They
then
wanna-
they're drinking wine.
They want to see an Italian guy like this, and
Yeah,
they're
it's
just
like,
like,
oh, that was really
oh,
good.
okay,
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
So what we did is we did a couple times, but then we started 12 or 1 o'clock.
Uh-huh.
We cannot kick people out.
Yeah.
Like 6 o'clock,
okay,
we're
yeah.
fully booked for dinner,
Yeah,
and then
they
they're
wanna
like,
leave.
they're having too much
They're
fun.
like,
They don't want to
"Hey."
leave. Yeah.
I know.
So then we stopped. But we're actually into Airbnb experiences.
Okay, I don't even know what that is. Okay,
Yeah.
I don't even know what that
So
is.
Airbnb, they have, you can rent rooms,
Man. Okay.
and then you can have experience. And then we were the single Airbnb experience.
I never
in
even
the whole
heard of that.
Taiwan.
That's
Yeah,
beautiful.
they were
Okay.
the first and
Okay.
only.
Okay.
But then we put that down because there is research.
Okay.
So you put your experience there, and then people will see. They leave feedback, so we were very well recommended.
Beautiful. Okay.
And then newcomers, like they come to Taipei, they have a day off, and then they're like, why not? Let's do this. Let's do this this cooking class with this Italian guy. And it was always fun.
Sure.
But then it became a little tough on our time.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
No, also we've been asked, come and do cooking classes, and I'm like, man, I have no time. Yeah, that's the thing. Well, now I can't imagine. Now we just downsized to 1, but 3, man, geez, that's even less time. But you still have your Monday, right? Right now? Monday, everything's closed Monday, right?
Then, Monday all 3 restaurants are closed, but then like today, finishing here, I'm going to the bank, and I'm doing like payments because it's the first of the month. And
well, there's a lot of things that people don't know about as a restaurant. What do you think is the thing that people have no idea about in a restaurant? People like, I remember somebody was posting online. They said something like, hey, I want to I'm coming to Taiwan. I don't want to teach. What do you suggest? And so many people responded, just open a restaurant. So what kind of advice, or what kind of advice you would give somebody who's like, hey, I'm thinking about opening a restaurant?
Do something else.
Yes, do something else. All right. I love that.
It looks like easy from the outside. I have a lot of people like, I cook this thing, it's so good, everybody likes it. They're not paying.
Exactly.
Trust me, if you start charging your friends, they would not come as often. That is one of the things that I think is really hard, because you don't need a diploma, you can just open it.
Sure.
It's not like you're a doctor, you need to get all these things and then you do your own shop, your own medical clinic. No, you just open. Everybody can do it. But it's a really tough business. There are studies, not in Taiwan, in every single country in the world. 66% of the restaurants close in less than 2 years. So
I thought it was even higher than that.
This is really tough business, right? Like 70%, let's say. So 2 out of 3 will close in 2 years for sure. And then the ones that survive 2 years, there's like another 50% rate that will close too. So it's definitely really tough.
I think one good thing about Taiwan is people will come out and try. A really good thing about Italian is they know it already. Taiwanese, they kind of know Italian already. I don't know if they know the really good ones, because I've had some local Italian that's definitely doesn't taste like Italian food. But which is whatever. But for us, Mexican food, most people, they don't even know what it is. And you come out, they go, hey, how you doing? Was it your first time eating Mexican food? And they will say, oh no, I had before. I go, oh really? Where? They say, oh, in Taiwan. I go, oh really? And then I'm curious, where? They go, where did you go? They go, oh, KFC. I go to KFC and I have the the burrito in KFC. And I'm like, oh, okay, wow. So yeah, they a lot of people, they really have no idea about Mexican. But because noodles are big here, right? So the pasta is always gonna be popular.
I think very popular. The same way that, to be honest, noodles are popular in Italy too.
Oh really?
There's
okay.
a lot of places making even your own mian now.
Really?
And Italians love it, because it is noodle. It's for us more a winter thing. It would be hard for us to eat it on a summer day.
Okay.
But people like it as well.
Okay.
And in a certain way, like Marco Polo bring everything from Asia to Italy. That's where everything started.
That's awesome, man.
But opening a restaurant, I think it's really tough. And then we have a very famous example in Tianmu. I'm not gonna say Il Mercado.
Sure. Yes. Very famous.
It's basically what happened when you have unlimited budget. You gotta have love. If you're just doing this because you think you're gonna pay the bills at the end of the month, then you're wrong. Because
you have to have
no jokes. The restaurants that I know, let's say that 3 out of 12 months in a year you're not even making money, and then you just take the hit, and then you expect that the other 9 months will be enough for you to save. You're kind of like in survival mode the entire time. It's
true.
not like every month you pay the bills, and sometimes you take a hit. So people that come from other kinds of industry, like you get your salary every month.
Yeah.
If you own a restaurant, you're not gonna get that. Sometimes you get double the salary. Sometimes you lose money to work, and you work as hard as when you did double salary.
Sometimes you made huge money.
Yeah.
Sometimes you, in the beginning when we started, many times we actually, it's payday in like 2 days, and we're like, oh shit, we go to the bank and we're like, hey, can we borrow 100,000 or 200,000 because I gotta pay my staff.
That's true.
And so we never miss a staff payment, but also because we've never missed a staff payment, everyone thinks we have like millions just sitting there, which we don't. I mean, I don't. I mean, so.
But it's true, like
it's definitely tough.
It's like a battle. So like.
Yeah, for sure.
And then what we were saying, the entire conversation is like, it's more than just food. So if you're opening and you're just thinking about money, then it's wrong. You need to open and think, we call it the service industry. And then there's a reason why.
Yes.
Like you're serving people. You're talking to them. You're trying to get to know who they are. If you're just thinking about the money margin and you don't even say hello to your clients or a little smile, then it's really tough to make it. Yeah.
There's actually a place behind the place you just mentioned in an alley. It's an Italian place, and the food
they're quite good.
They're good, pretty good.
Vicolo,
Vicolo. I didn't want to mention them because now I don't want to tell my story, but the food is quite good. The food is quite good. No, it's okay. The food is pretty decent. It's quite good. But every time we've been there twice, and we've always got the worst service we've ever had. And I remember one time, it was about almost, it was a 240. Sorry, 140, and I think they close at 2:15. The kitchen, and so I'm like, oh, we still got time. So we went in there, and the guy at the door was on the phone, and I'm like, hey, can we still get, 2? And he just like looking at me on his phone, like laughing, chatting with his friend, and I'm like, hello, 不好意思, like hello, 不好意思,还有吗? 还可以吃吗? Like, can we still go? And it just ignore me, and I was there like 2 minutes, like trying to. And then I'm angry. And then I'm like, okay, I told my wife, I go, we don't come here ever again, man. And if I stay here, I'm gonna punch this guy in the face. So now let's go.
But this kind of people, they make our lives easy.
They're for sure.
Because people go there, and then they come to our restaurant and they see like the difference, right? It's and they're like, whoa, this is completely different. Like, I actually felt wanted here. I felt special.
That's a big difference.
People are taking care of me. They're working hard. So like, you come to Divino, we're not gonna have a waiter sitting by your side, like waiting for you to clean your table. So, but once we do that, we're gonna do it with a smile, and we're like, hey, how are you guys enjoying it or not? And food is good and everything.
And to be fair, whenever online or whenever anybody mentions special occasion or we're gonna go somewhere and have a nice meal, sit down with wine, 9 out of 10 people that I know always say Divino. So,
that's true.
So it's beautiful. It's beautiful, man. Congrats. It's amazing.
To be honest, like I'm not so good in the internet and stuff.
Okay.
But big shout out to Raul because there are some, I don't know if it's
Raul's,
Taiwanese or foreigner groups, and then when people say like, hey, where should we go for this? And then Raul always put us up there like, hey, Divino, Taipei, blah, blah. Great guy,
Also, one more thing. We just started to sell our hot sauce bottles. And I have so many things to post and to do all the time. And I haven't even mentioned to anyone that we bottle our own hot sauces. And Raul came and he asked, and I said, yeah. So he bought a couple bottles and he took a picture and he posted it. And then after that, we sold a whole bunch of hot sauce bottles. So again, shout out to Raul. He's a great guy, man. We love him.
Influencer.
He lives right across the street.
Right?
He lives across the street from you.
Places,
So
that's true. I see him all the time now.
It's good. Him and his dog. Milo. Shout out to Milo and Lori Raul. Right on, brother. We're on the last swing. Should we go for it or what? Yeah,
but I'm gonna tap. Like I can see a lot of. Ooh,
tap it off, man. We go. Let's go. Salud, man. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Honor. So that one is made with scorpion pepper. It's hotter, a little bit hotter than Ghost.
Oh my god.
Man, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it. I'll teach you with a
milk.
What are we doing? Milk. Let's do the milk.
I'm definitely.
There you go, milk. Hey. So what's the 5-year plan?
For now?
5-year plan for now. Yeah. Divino, Focoso, Enoteca.
I think.
What do we got?
I promised my wife that we would stop at 3.
Okay. Yeah.
And we're very excited to be in Tianmu since we
Tianmu's
opened.
amazing. Yeah.
We opened downtown.
Probably
I always had the thought like, well, we lived here the entire time, and I'm like, I like Tianmu, but I was always afraid because people come and go.
Also, things
American
are closing.
school, things are closing, so we were always afraid about that too.
Yeah. Tianmu, if you take care of the people will come. They don't complain about price. You know, if you're good to people, then they come. You know, they don't. You know, like for example, when I live in, I don't know about downtown, but in Danshui, in Chinese there's something called Eddy, end of the month. So people usually get paid monthly, right? Here, beginning of the month, everyone comes out like, hey, it's payday, let's eat. And at the end of the month in Danshui was always empty, always dead. But when you come here, they don't. This doesn't exist. The last one's rough. Yeah. At the end of the month, it doesn't exist. End of the month, UAD doesn't exist.
Oh my god.
Because people are, if something's good, if they like it, if you know, then they will. All right, give me a sec. If something is good, and they like it, they will come. Like I said, we have people that come every day. The people that come every day for a beer, people that come every day for their lunch, for the lunch set, people that come for their burrito or their tacos or whatever every day, and it's amazing, right? All right, we back. Yes. So I just found out. Is the focus on? Yeah. Check the focus. So we basically we just upgraded.
I look pretty bad.
You're looking sexy, man. Looking
no,
good. Looking
look
good,
at those eyes. Like, oh my god. People will be like, are they smoking weed or something?
No,
we're not.
That's not here.
That's
not here.
how.
No. You gotta go to the Rogan for that.
Yeah.
We gotta go to Rogan for that one. Yeah. Woo. So you're getting married this week.
Yeah.
Thursday, right? No, Saturday.
Saturday getting
What's
married.
the plan on Saturday, man?
Oh. We're gonna go get married on Shilin District.
Okay.
And then at night I'll be working at the Vino.
Okay.
We have a big party there.
Yeah, I know.
But there's
we're
no
going.
days
Yeah,
off.
We're going. Yeah, I know.
There's
I know.
no days off. Like
I know,
even
no
the wedding
off.
day.
Yeah. You know, it's same. You know, when we had my daughter, when my wife, oh that's hot. My wife was pregnant. She worked till the last day, like literally until like the day she was due. She was still working, and then that night we're like, okay, it's the due date now. And then we're like, okay, so we went to the hospital and we're like, okay, so we're gonna have the baby now. I literally worked till the last minute.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. It's
no,
a crazy
restaurant
thing,
life,
yeah.
there's no days off or anything.
It's a rough life, but it's worth it.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. I still enjoy it. I love it. So we made it through the whole challenge, man.
Yeah.
You're amazing.
I did cry though.
This guy's representing Italy, right? It's beautiful. Yeah, it did really well. Ooh. Appreciate it. Do you have anything you want to add, man? Join his Gold Club. How does somebody join the Gold Club?
Well, so you can come to the Vino.
Okay.
You can choose to join while you're there.
Okay.
And then already we start changing the price for the bottle we had on the same day.
Okay. So on your menu, do you have your regular price and then your Gold Club?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. That's beautiful.
And then
that's actually very smart because
pretty
then people
simple.
say, I want
yeah.
that. Yeah.
But to be honest, I was just talking with the managers yesterday.
Yeah.
We've been selling it a lot, and I don't know how long we're gonna sell members. So if you're interested,
limited membership.
Yeah, because we cannot control.
Yeah, you cannot. Yeah.
Problem is, right now we're close to 300 already. And
then you're gonna have no wine if you have.
Plus, if these people come and then they cannot get a reservation and they're gold members and say, hey, whatever, I paid for this and now I cannot consume the wine because I didn't have a reservation.
Of course.
So we want to keep the level of our service.
So
and then
actually, what you could do is you could cap it at, let's say 300, let's say 400.
We would try to understand what is the maximum, right?
You get a maximum, and then when somebody leaves Taiwan, you can say, hey, I got one spot open.
Yeah, just like the American Club does. Other
like that.
places do too.
Yeah.
So we'll see. So if you guys are interested, you like wine, come as soon as possible.
So do you distribute to, like, let's say to restaurants? So if I want to sell your wine, you distribute or not really? Not yet.
So right now that we're importing for the 3 restaurants.
Okay, now you're,
we don't need to do it.
Okay,
in the beginning, I tried.
Yeah.
And then a lot of people were like, no, I don't want because in your restaurant going to be cheaper than mine because you do your margin, blah, blah.
Sure.
And I was like, yeah, I understand that.
Okay.
But then now, because of the 3, we don't need it. And we are also actually, we import the wines and the wines just are gone. Yeah.
That's perfect. I love it. Yeah. Do you have any? We made it. We're done. Do you have anything you want to say before we go?
Don't get the second set.
Don't get the second set of wings.
The first set. It was really good. The second set is painful. It's really strong. If you're not strong on spice, tough. Oh my God. If you
guys want to follow Enrico, Divino Taipei. In the description below here, I put the Facebook for the Divino Taipei, for the Focoso, and for the Enoteca. It's all on there. Check out this guy's place this Saturday. We're going. I'm very excited. I'm very excited. I still need to buy some nice clothes for that day.
Oh yeah.
But we're gonna go. This man is getting married. He's a great man. Great food. Check him out. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it.
Great pleasure to be here. A lot of fun.
Also, I remember one more thing. You were doing your wine videos in the beginning, right?
Oh yeah.
You should get if you have a chance. Those were great. Those were great because I actually enjoyed those because I don't know anything about wine.
No, we will get back. I kind of feel. It's tough, right? Because in the beginning, you don't get too many people following.
You don't get many
You're like, why am I doing this? Like, I have 3 people watching. Like, I don't know.
For sure.
But no, I need to be more persistent.
Yeah, no, I mean, you're a busy guy. But I'm saying that I think it was very good. And I think for the restaurant and for your face, it's perfect for everybody to be like, hey, this is the guy. This is the wine guy, you know.
I'll do that.
I'm actually surprised that with all the wine importers and all the Italian restaurants and all the wine, everything, that no one's doing it. And when you did it, I was like, perfect. This is the guy to do it. Yeah.
That is, I think. Well, you own a restaurant. Taiwan, it's not as bureaucratic as our countries.
Sure, exactly. Yeah.
Italy would be very tough, and Taiwan is very open to that.
They will.
And then once you do. They are very kind as well. If you do something wrong, they'll be like, hey, this is not right. You need to do this way. And then you always get a second chance. It's not that like they come and they charge you like, hey, this is a bill and blah, blah. So we did, and then we're very happy doing it. We actually have 800 bottles coming today. So
beautiful. Yeah. I love it. Are you storing some downstairs? You got nice.
Yeah, so we have, we divided between the 3 restaurants. Beautiful. But now with the members, we have people that already put orders on it. So the bottles come in and they're already going on. So we're really happy.
So guys, follow this guy on Facebook. He's got 3 restaurants, amazing food, amazing place, great guy. He's gonna get married this week. Support your local business. One more time, man. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. And we'll see you guys next week. Appreciate it. Don't forget to follow this guy. He's a great guy.
Thank you.
Salud. Yeah.
Bye bye.
Salute. Ciao. Yeah. Ciao. Hey.
I'm all done. All my liquid
is gone. Now it's gone.
Yeah, my liquid. I finished the milk and everything.